Hey, what's up guys? What's going on everybody? Chris Anthony back in my RC station again here today. Check this out guys. We have the Radiolink RC8X 8-channel radio on the bench here. I'm super pumped to get my hands on this. That's because I've been wanting to try one out for quite some time and it's finally here. So I'm super excited to share this with you guys. But before I get ahead of myself, I just want to say a huge thank you and shout out to the guys at Radiolink for this opportunity to try out this radio and share it with you guys. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. This radio has been out for about, I would say maybe 4 or 5 months now. There's plenty of video on it online. I've watched a couple of them and it's definitely quite a popular radio out there for a lot of good reason. From what I've seen, Radiolink did a lot of things right on this radio right here in terms of the design, the quality, the functionality and features, the price. You know, this is their premium radio and it's still quite affordable compared to a lot of premium radios out there. So definitely has a lot of things going for it. Alright, so let's open this up and see what we got inside. Oh, before I do that, I just want to say that this carrying case looks real nice and high quality. I'm really liking and digging this carrying case, guys. So good job Radiolink for, you know, including a really nice carrying case here. All right, let's see what we got inside. Oh yeah. All right, we got some manual over here. Oh, this is, we have Chinese on this side and English on this side, so we have a bilingual manual. I highly recommend you guys keep this manual, especially that this radio has tons of features, just in case if you're not sure of some things, and you can always go back to this manual right here and, you know, get some clarification and stuff like that. So highly recommend you guys keep your manual and stuff. That's that. All right, what's over here? Looks like we have a strap over here for the carrying case, which is kind of nice. That's always a good thing. Here we have a box. So what's in this box? Let's check it out. Oh, we got some accessories. Looks like we have a battery tray. It looks like a AAA size battery that would fit in here. That's cool. And then what else do we have? Here we have a lanyard and your telemetry connector right there. That's cool. What else do we have? Here we have a USB-A to USB-C cable. This is obviously for software upgrading and stuff. That's cool. And here we have, it looks like this is a extra trigger that they included. That's pretty cool. And we got some Allen keys over there. So that's nice that they actually included extra trigger. That's pretty cool. What else do we have? And here they even included a screen protector to protect the screen from getting scratches and all that stuff. So that is pretty sweet right there that they actually included a screen protector. That's pretty sweet. What else do we have? Looks like that's it. So, wow, check this out. Real nice velvet foam inserts that they have going on here. Talk about high quality, right? That is pretty cool. Here it is, guys. Oh wow, check this out. Here is the radio itself. Oh, nice. Put that there. Wow, there it is, guys. That looks super cool. Wow. Check that out. Real nice. Look at all these buttons and knobs. Wow. Peel that off. Let's see if we can get this. Wow, there it is, guys. This thing looks even way better in person. Radiolink definitely nailed it in terms of the design of this radio. This is probably the best looking radio I've ever seen. It's the best radio I've ever had, that's for sure. And it has a really nice quality to it too. I mean, it looks and feels solid. I mean, you can really tell that you're holding a premium radio. Very well constructed, solid. Just a really nice looking radio. Wow. Let's check out here. Oh, I completely forgot that this thing also comes with a LiPo battery. Wow, huge props to Radiolink for including a LiPo battery too. power this radio, which I prefer, I highly recommend using a LiPo battery instead of AAA or AA batteries. It's gonna last you a lot longer too. So, and the compartment seems to be pretty big, so you can definitely use an even bigger battery in here. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this can support 2S up to 4S, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get some clarification on that in a little bit. Again, we have a massive screen right there in front of us. We have the power button right underneath it, nice and accessible. The steering wheel feels pretty good and solid. The foam feels pretty good as well. The trigger feels pretty good. It has a really nice tension to it. Just look at all the knobs and buttons of this radio, guys. You have the VR knob, which actually by default is a gyro knob, so you can adjust the sensitivity of your gyro. Another knob right here on the front. Got buttons everywhere. We have a button underneath. Got another button right there, which is very accessible with your middle finger. We have a lanyard hook holder. Another button right here on the base of the radio. Oh, and I want to point out that this steering system here, this steering unit, is actually switchable to the other side for left-handed usage, which is pretty cool. They actually accommodate that. Real nice. We got a micro USB right there. We have a 3.5 audio jack right there. We got a USB-C. We have another connection right there. I'm not quite sure what that's for. And here, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a hole right there that you can actually mount your action camera or FPV monitor, which is pretty cool. Here is the receiver. We got an R8FG receiver version 2.0, and here it looks like they also included a micro receiver for smaller vehicle, a 24th scale vehicle. Wow. We have an R4FGM version 1.1 receiver. That's super cool. They actually included a micro receiver there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty much all that comes inside this carrying case. Before I turn on this radio, I just want to go to the manual here and kind of just scroll through the specification of this radio, of the unit, and kind of highlight some of the important things that I think that you should know. Here we have the dimension of the unit, the weight, and here's the 600 meters the Radiolink is known for. That's about pretty close to 2,000 feet. That is pretty far. And here is the operating current and the voltage, and here we can confirm that it is using 8 AAA batteries. That's a lot of batteries. And we can also confirm that it's using 2S to 4S LiPo battery. And one thing that kind of caught my eyes is this mobile power bank. So I'm assuming that you can actually charge something to it, and that's pretty cool. We have a built-in antenna. That may not be much, but I am an RC6GS user, and that has an external collapsible antenna. I obviously prefer the built-in antenna. As you can see, it's just listing to worry about. We have the frequency band, and it is operating on FHSS protocol. Low voltage alarm, you can actually set the LVC voltage to your preference, as well as change the different notification sound, which is pretty cool. And here, this is important, guys. This is the dimension of the battery that you need to get to be able to fit into the battery compartment. So if you are shopping for a shorty battery, you have to make sure it's within this dimension right here, so you do not run into fitment issues. Module memory, you can pretty much hook up to 200 modules, which is pretty insane. Compatible receivers, this is important right here. If you are an RC6GS or RC4GS users like myself, this is awesome because you can actually hook up the older receivers into this radio without any issue, which is pretty awesome. This is super cool and important to me because I have a lot of cars that uses R7FG and R6FG receivers. So man, that's huge right there. And here at the bottom we have all the different languages that it's supported, so that's pretty cool. And on the next page, Here you can see the specification of the receiver that it comes with, and here at the bottom we have a diagram just kind of showing you the layout of the radio. Here and over here kind of showing you some of the functions of the knobs and buttons on this radio right here. So highly recommend you guys kind of take your time and just kind of read through it and scroll through it so you can familiarize some of the buttons and the functions of this radio right here. Alright, so let's fire up this radio. I did install the screen protector since we're gonna be touching the screen here in a little bit. So let's fire this radio up. There it is. Wow, check that out, guys. There's a lot of things going on here. I don't know if you hear that. I mean, I have my music on, but it did say welcome to Radiolink. Alright, so starting from the top here, it says model 1. You can change that to the name of the vehicle that you have this hooked up to. Here we have this reception tower where you can tell the signal strength from your receiver. And here at the very top right, you can see the remaining voltage of the LiPo battery that is powering your radio right here. On the left side, you see all the channels that you have, and then here on the right side you see all the values of those channels that you have there. And right below it you have some steering icons and some other functions. And right below it we have this nice big timer widget on the left side, as well as the telemetry widget on the right side that will indicate the remaining voltage that you have on the LiPo in your car, which is pretty cool. And at the lower section of the screen you see the functions of the button and the knobs on the radio, as well as their values and state on the right side. Now there are two ways to get into your setting menu. You can either tap the icon that is on the screen, or you can tap the power button right here, and that will get you to your setting menu right here. Now navigating through the menus, there's two ways you can do that. You can either just scroll through it, or you have these icons on the left side here. When you tap on it, that will actually get you to the proper menu of that icon. And starting from the top here, you have the system menu where you can pick the language. You can actually change the theme settings. You can adjust the backlight, the sound, the battery voltage right here, the telemetry voltage on the radio. This thing even have a vibration settings where you can actually set the vibration as you tap the screen, which is pretty cool. It's even got LED settings where you can adjust the brightness of the screen. A home screen where kind of shows you that it has two functions. That's pretty cool. External input output, that's probably has something to do with the FPV controls. We have the calibration right there and the informations. And if you go down, you have your basic menu where you can have your endpoints, sub trim, channel settings, channel limiter. That's something new. I'm not sure about that. Again, we have the telemetry settings where you can adjust all the low voltage cutoff and all that stuff. You can adjust the sound warnings and all that stuff. And you even have like a racing menu here where you can fine-tune your setup, your steering curve, throttle curve, brake acceleration, steering delay, throttle delay, cruise control. Man, there's so much in here. We have mixing settings where you can adjust your gyro setup, four-wheel steering setup, which is pretty cool, which where I'm gonna be messing around with here in a little bit. I'm gonna be setting up my crawler in this radio here, so I'm gonna be setting that four-wheel steering pretty soon. We have dual ESC mixing, tank mixing, so much going on here. And here, tools menu, we have screenshot settings. I guess you can take a screenshot. Roll out chart. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize they have this on here. And then lastly, there's the gear ratio chart, which is pretty helpful. Wow, that's pretty cool, guys. Area here is where you can bind your cars, your models. You can also change the names and things like that, which is pretty cool. And lastly we have the area where you can do all your updating, the firmware updates and all that stuff. I really like how this home screen is laid out. It's so much easy to see everything at one glance. But before I forget, Radiolink actually included the FPV part set, the camera and the receiver for us to try out the FPV function of this radio here. There's a super cool function and feature that turns this screen into an FPV monitor. So I'm super excited to try that out. We'll do that on the next video. I got so excited I actually already mounted the camera on one of my cars, so that is already set and ready to go. So my plan for the next video is to do some firmware updating. I want to get this thing updated to the newest firmware and also try out the FPV function of this radio as well, and also go a little bit more in depth on some of the functions of this radio right here. Maybe set up the 4-wheel stereo on one of my crawlers. So and lastly, we'll try out its performance. We'll take it out there and see how it performs in real time. So alright guys, that is going to do it. Again, this video is getting way too long already. I just want to say a huge thank you and shout out to the guys at Radiolink for giving me this opportunity to share this video to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.